Welcome to Coffee, Calm and Connection Bite Size, where we deliver key takeaways from our full interviews on current topics from mental health experts.
So what lessons did you learn about you and your coping strategies during that period, and what did you have to rectify?
Yeah, so for me then, when I kind of hit the wall, and probably not many people apart from you would have known about it, because I'm always very good at putting a smile on my face. And for me, I suddenly realized that I'd almost gone a bit numb to things. And I was probably flipping out a bit more than what I would do. And I just literally felt like my capacity was just completely full. And so remembering somebody's birthday, sending a birthday card out, those silly tiny little things, I just couldn't even fit those in anymore. And it was a really weird feeling, because I don't think I'd felt like that really before. And so yeah, but I remember saying to Wes one day, I just need to go out on my own, and I just drove the car and parked at the seafront. The weather was really bad, and there was a book that caught my eye on, it was on Audible, and I thought, I'm just going to put my earplugs in, give this a go, see what this is. And it was called Mastering Your Mingo, and it was actually, the cover caught my attention. I was like, oh, that looks like a nice book. Anyway, it was a sort of a self-help book, I guess, which I didn't.
What's it called?
It's called Mastering Your Mingo.
Oh, I thought you said Mastering Your Mingo.
Yes.
What is a mingo?
Yeah,
Do you not know what the Mingo is?
that's the other book, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, sounds like a vaguely rude word, but I've never heard it before. Am I showing my naivety? Anyway, let's go back to the Mean Girl. Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose really in its simplest terms, that book was about your inner critic, your inner voice and things, which I didn't even really know I've had that. I still do on a daily basis, that inner voice telling me I'm not good enough. But I didn't realize that was a thing, and that other people really struggled with that either. So yeah, that just sent me on this other journey. And the book goes through lots of, different mechanisms. Anyway, I started listening to her podcast. Now, she has lots of different guests, and the guests that she has on are amazing.
A bit like this podcast and
yes,
our guests.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, I just started introducing, a lot of the people that she would interview, really sort of, big famous people. Everybody would speak about meditation. And again, meditation is something like, where do you actually start with that? Well, I thought one day, okay, let's give this a go. And you kind of like sit down. And I'm like, okay, do I have to sit like this? Do I have to sit cross-legged? And it's really weird. It's uncomfortable. And I think, when you first try it, you're like, well, that's a load of BS. And eventually I found my way with that. And that's something I couldn't be without now. And then there's been lots of other things. I think once you start on one you find a coping mechanism, it really opens you up into lots of other avenues. And I could talk for hours about all the weird things that we're probably into.
Weird.
Not
yeah.
Not
Mingos.
Mingos and
Mingos and celery juice. That is the title of this podcast.
Celery juice is a game changer.
Although I've been having that for over a year, and I still really hate it. I have to literally just down it.
I've been quite enjoying it, to be honest. Yeah, I quite like it.